Guys, according to the latest updates, there's only 2 weeks away until Loomian Legacy starts, and we know what some of the starters are, and I need your guys' help to pick my starter. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So we're talking about Loomian Legacy here. It's supposed to be coming out in about 2 weeks. This is the remake of Pokemon Brick Bronze, looking like it's going to be a very great game, if it's going to be as popular or as good as Pokemon Brick Bronze. But basically, they've done a retexture of the Pokemons, and we know what some of these starters are. We at least know what 7 of these are. I'm not sure if these are all the starters, but I'm guessing so. There's also one in one of their videos here that they sort of showed back in December when they did a video to show this whole thing, but I don't think that that's actually a real one that you can play. And what I thought was interesting is that they said back then, during this whole Worlds Apart, they said that these were called seeklings. The seeklings have been occupied. The seeklings, so I don't know if we're actually calling them Loomians or seeklings, or if seeklings are different from Loomians, but I'm just going to say that these are Loomians. I'm going to call them Loomian starters, unless we know otherwise. So we're going to show you the 7 ones that we know so far, and I want to hear in the comments which ones you think I should go for, which ones are your favorite, and you know, we'll kind of tally up and see who gets the most votes, actually. So this first one here is Eaglet. This is the first one that was released to the public, and also, referring back to this Worlds Apart video, this one was also shown here after, I think it was Jake, came over into a different world, and this is the Eaglet, and he comes up and says, hello, and he looks like a really cute one over there as well. Eaglet is a fire type. Looks like it's based on the appearance of a rabbit. We all know what a rabbit looks like, so it's pretty obvious what it has been based off of. Okay, back here to the Eaglet. This is the fire type. Okay, so I think that I've usually had pretty good success with the fire type, but it is another one that's fairly common. I'm thinking this one's going to be very common, don't you guys? I don't know. Maybe everyone's gonna be running around with Eaglets or lots of other ones. I'm not sure. It says over here, though, in the description, a little information about it. Its soft fur is always warm to the touch, and it's especially popular in the colder regions of Roria, where it helps its trainer stay warm in the harsh climate. So I wonder if there's anything important about that, because Roria, it sounds like, is the first place that we're going to start out in the Loomian game, and it sounds like it's got colder regions. So if this is really true and you have this, and then maybe having like a fire type at a colder region, instead of making it weak, it would help to make you warmer, and it might be good for your, I don't know, it might actually weaken the Loomian. So I'm not sure. There might be environmental differences that kind of go on, because sometimes there was, you know, Pokemons that had their environmental issues. Of course, they could be stronger or weaker under certain conditions depending on the weather, so that's kind of cool. We've also seen a picture on Twitter that this one has its evolutions. You can see the evolutions in the back there, Rabbit, and then it looks like Big Chungus started working out big time, but we can see there's definitely 2 evolutions on that. We haven't seen evolutions on any of the other ones, but I think we can safely assume that most of those are going to be evolved twice as well. This next one is called the Dripple. I have no idea what this one's based off of. It looks like maybe it's a turtle without a shell on. It's a very interesting looking one. It doesn't say what it's really designed after, but this is the water type Pokemon. So if a bunch of people end up getting the Eaglet, then it might be smart for people to get the water type, because water type will be able to take out those Eaglets, because I'm thinking that the fire type is going to be weaker to water type. Hopefully these types kind of correspond to like the strengths and the weaknesses that they had in Pokemon, because then it'll be a little bit more intuitive. But you know, if it's the other way around, that would be really odd. But I'm thinking, my guess is a lot of people are going to be picking the Eaglet, and then more people who pick this. Plus, it's kind of ugly. I don't think people are going to look at this thing and think, oh yeah, I should get... But it also is a little cute in a way. It's kind of ugly, but it's also a little cute. Looks like it's trying to give you a hug or karate chop you. I can't really tell. Probably a little bit of both. Okay, this next one here that we're going to take a look at is the Vine. I really like the look of this one. This is a cool looking one as well. It's the plant type. It's supposed to be the first plant type, and the origin is supposed to be designed based off of caracal, a wild species native to Africa. So here's a picture of what those things are. So it looks like a really big, like, lynx or bobcat, but this one's definitely based on some sort of feline. It's the vine, but the vine part because it's a plant, so it's a plant type. I like the look of this one. I'm thinking this one's gonna actually be pretty popular as well. I'm thinking, my guess is like we're gonna have, I'll put them in the order that I think most people are gonna get them. as far as when they start out, but I think this one's going to be pretty popular. Not sure what it'll be weak to. Probably weak to fire. So if we got a lot of people running around with these, getting burnt up by M-bits while people are all battling. So, but it doesn't matter because there's also going to be other Loomians that we can get. It's not just going to be one, but this is going to be our first one, and we'll probably want to keep it and give it a good name and save it, and it'll have some sentimental value like it did back in Pokemon Brick Bronze. I think when I started Pokemon Brick Bronze, I went with the fire type. I believe that's what I went with. Now this one right here, the Eaglet, really weird looking. It's the light type, which I think the light type is supposed to be the same as the fairy type in Pokemon. I'm not positive if that's what it's supposed to be. Or what it would be basically weak to, either, I'm guessing, weak to the dark type, or the light outshining the dark. Maybe the dark would be weak to the light type, or maybe they I'm not sure exactly how that's gonna work, or if like these are just, we actually have just 7 types, or if there's gonna be more than this. But this one looks like it's got an eagle, basically an eagle bird face, and then some sort of lion tail, which is basically based off of a griffin. It says right here even that it's based off of a griffin, which is kind of an eagle's head and wings with the body of a lion. If you want to see what a griffin looks like, here's a statue of a griffin. Definitely a interesting looking creature. I think the Eaglet looks a little cuter than that, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be very tough. It looks like it's gonna be kind of weak sauce, right? I don't know, but it says right here, these brave little Loomians are known to use blinding lights and razor claws to defend their nests at all costs. So I guess if it's close to its nest, that it will be even stronger? I don't know. What do you guys think of these ones, though? Also, let's get scales of 1 to 10 for each one that we put up here. This one here, the Vambat. I don't know if it's just this particular picture or render, but it just looks really weird with the nose. The nose looks odd. I'm not sure what's going on there. But this one's definitely based on a vampire bat. It even says Vambat in the name, so vampire bat. Here's a picture of a vampire bat enjoying the blood of a cow. Very nice. Cool. I'm glad I don't have any pet vampire bats, and hopefully they don't live anywhere near me. So this one, I think is based off of some of the other bats. They had like Volbats and Wombats, and those weren't super strong Pokemons, but you know, actually, I think I had a Golbat that was pretty tough in battle there, and this is the dark type Pokemon that the dark type Pokemon. This is the dark type Loomian Pokemon. I might be saying these kind of interchangeably by accident for some time there. Description says this mischievous dark type Loomian is notorious for dive bombing cave explorers and stealing their hats. Well, this guy's just kind of an annoying, mean jerk, isn't he? Well, but maybe that means that there's certain areas where there's caves where this Vambat can be a little stronger. So, again, that's probably another indication that environment is going to have something to do with the strength of these Loomians. Alright, next one we're moving on to Snow Cub. Now, this one I can only guess was modeled after a snow cone. I can't see, or just a snowball. That's basically what it is. It doesn't say what it's modeled after, but it looks basically, it says it's a bipedal mammalian covered in snow. Just looks to me like it's ice cream. I don't know about this stuff. Obviously, the ice type. I've had some pretty decent success with some ice types in the past in Pokemon Brick Bronze. Some fairly tough ones. So, you know, they've been pretty decent. But then water types can usually handle ice type attacks fairly well as well and still be pretty strong, and ice types can usually handle the water types as well. Says in packs, when they're traveling down the mountains, they can cause panic because they think that it's an avalanche. So again, there might be some areas that are colder and filled with snow. It says Roria, the first place that we go to, is supposed to be cold. So it's one of the 7 beginner Loomians in Roria. So Roria is obviously where we're starting out. Sounds like it's going to be cold there. It might be good to have a Snow Cub because this one might actually be fairly strong to start out there. And I don't think this one's going to be picked a lot. I think this is going to be one of the more rare ones that people are going to go for. So who knows? I think, you know, if it gets too common, you know, if it becomes too much of a, I don't know, a meta team or whatever, You know, I don't know. We kind of want to be able to have some rare ones, and I think it's kind of nice to not have all the same ones that other people are having. But again, let me know what you guys think. I think that one's based on a snow cone, vanilla or vanilla ice cream. Maybe it's a vanilla ice cream cone. I don't know. It's a double scoop. Weevolt right here is, of course, the electric type. So being electric type, I think it's basically going to be this is going to be the Pikachu of Loomian World. Okay, so looks like a cat to me. Apparently, it wasn't based on a cat, though. Though it says that the design was, in fact, based on a weasel. A weasel. So, I mean, those things are cute. I had a ferret when I was a kid, and it looks like a ferret, but, like, a little bit meaner. But to me, this thing looks more like a cat than anything else. But I usually was pretty happy with the electric teams that I had. I had a Raikou that was pretty OP. And, of course, I'm thinking this one's going to evolve to be something really tough. I don't know. Hopefully these all have 3 evolutions instead of just the 2, but the name is a combination, as you see, Weasel and Volt. So it's the Volt Weasel. And apparently during thunderstorms, it likes to use its tail as a lightning rod to gather energy from lightning strikes. So, again, guys, maybe during battles there's going to be storms going on and lightning storms, and when that happens, the electric types are super powerful, or they've just got a little bit of an extra leg up over the other ones. So that's what we've got, guys. We've got an Embit. We're going to go for number 1, Embit. Number 2 is the Dripple. We've got the Feevine. We've got the Eaglet. We've got the Vambat. And we've got the Snow Cub. And we've got the Weevolt. So to me, I think the ones that look really cool, I like the Weevolt and the Embit, and let's see, I think the Feevine. Like, those 3 look really cool to me, but I also think they're going to be the 3 most popular that people are going to be going for. The Eaglet looks a little strange to me, but looks okay. Let's see, I would say my next 2 would be Eaglet, and then the Dripple, and then the Vambat and the Snow Cub, even though I think they're probably going to be not used as often, like they're not going to be as popular. They look kind of, I don't know, they look a little weird, a little messed up, but we got Ice type and Dark type. What do you guys think? Like, put them from number 1 through 7, which ones you like the most, which ones you're going to choose, and which one do you think I should choose? I need you guys' help here. Okay, I'll probably even put a poll up in my community wall if I can. I don't think we'd do 7 options. I think you can only do 5 options. I'll use the top 5 that you guys pick, and we'll put those as the 5 options for the poll. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. And then, yeah, I can't wait, guys. It's going to be an awesome game. It's coming out in about 2 weeks. I'm super pumped. And we're going to do lots of battles and work together and do live streams and trades. It's going to be a blast, guys. So if you're new, we'd love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later.